Hey book nerds, it's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a weekly vlog. I haven't done a weekly vlog in the last 2 weeks. The last one I did was for the end of October and it is currently Monday the 13th of November. The last 2 weeks have been very uneventful. I didn't get much reading done unfortunately, but I'm coming back this week in full force because I really need to get some reading done if I'm going to even attempt to get close to my measly reading goal for the year, which is 25 books. I'm currently at 16 or 17, I think, but since there are only 2 months left in the year, I really have to grind this. I really want to try to get as close as I possibly can to my reading goal for the year. So funny story, at the beginning of 2023, I actually set my reading goal to 100, and then I ended up being in the very strong clutches of depression and anxiety. So that is definitely not gonna happen this year, maybe next year, but definitely not this year. So when I started reading again, I lowered it from 100 to 25 and I was like, 25, I'll be able to do that. And I'm not even close. I have 9 books that I have to read to make the goal. So I told myself 5 books in November, 5 books in December, done deal. I'm going to reach my goal, but it's, you know, a lot harder than I thought balancing reading with my work life, but I am going to try my best. And honestly, even if I don't reach it, just the fact that I started reading again after like a very, very long reading slump for mental health reasons, if I just consider that fact, I'm happy. And also like the Goodreads reading challenge, it's exactly that, a challenge. I don't want to use it as something to put extra pressure on myself to read, but I just feel like it would be fun if I reached the goal, but like I'm not going to be too hard on myself if I don't. So just to catch you up, since the last reading vlog, I have actually finished a book. And I started that book, or rather I continued reading that book in that reading vlog, and it's Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. So I finished this and I gave this 4.5 stars. I am absolutely in love with the world. I don't care for the main character, Amelia, too much, but Raph, he is definitely a new book husband for sure. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the main reason that I picked this up in the first place was because our main character was potentially falling for a prince of hell after accidentally summoning him. And let me tell you, even though I don't particularly like the main character Amelia, the banter between her and Wrath is just, it's chef's kiss. And some of the scenes that we got in here between them, they were very, very spicy. And I was surprised at the amount of spice in this, considering it's a YA. Like, obviously, she does change some terms around, but it's, you know, you can still imagine what's going on, and it's very intense. So that took me by surprise, but like I'm definitely not opposed to it because like the more descriptions of Wrath's physique that I can get, the better. But anyway, not long after I finished filming the weekly vlog that you guys have recently seen, there was this one day where I did nothing but read, and I finished the whole entire second half of this book in one sitting while I was just lounging on my couch. I literally flew through the rest of this. So I finished this book like a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks ago, like not long after I stopped filming for the weekly vlog and posted it. So this is the first book that I finished this month. And of course, considering how much I loved Kingdom of the Wicked, I immediately picked up the sequel, Kingdom of the Cursed. So I'm currently on chapter 7, which is page 88. And I don't know if you can tell, if you can see them, but I did start tabbing since the beginning. So that has slowed down my reading some. I actually read quite a bit today. If I rewind to this morning, I was only like 2 chapters in, but while I was at work in between calls, I managed to read about 70 pages, which is really good. And I am really enjoying this so far. The main character is still very annoying to me, but I feel like in the grand scheme of things, it's a very, very minor annoyance. Like already in the first 50 pages, I have tabbed like 5 separate scenes where I was just like swooning over and over again. So I feel like these last 2 books in this trilogy are going to be the death of me, and I'm excited for it. So this is the physical book that I am in the middle of. The next one you've seen in the previous vlog, so it's a carryover from October. It's Destined by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. I actually made some pretty decent progress in this. I did read a significant amount of this since the last vlog. So I'm currently on page 191, which is chapter 18, and I'm planning on listening to more of this in traffic tomorrow. So if I listen to the audiobook on my way to work and on my way back from work, I think I'll be able to finish this tomorrow. If I refer myself to my Scribd app, I checked it earlier today, and I think on double speed I have like 4 hours left. So I think it's doable to finish within like the next day or so. So these are the 2 books that I'm currently in the middle of. Before I jump into like my plans for the week, I just briefly wanted to show you guys like how poorly I'm doing with my reading this month. So a couple of weeks ago, I bought a dotted bullet journal at Indigo. This is the brand. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. I think it's German. It's this brand right here. If my camera doesn't want to focus. There we go, that's the brand. So it is a dotted bullet journal in the color sage green because I am literally obsessed with this color. And I decided to start a reading journal because, like I mentioned in that other video, for years I've been using the Always Fully Booked planner, and I absolutely love that planner, but there were a lot of pages in there that were wasted on me because that journal doubles as a daily planner and a reading journal. But I'm not someone who daily plans. Like, I will make to-do lists, but like on separate pieces of paper, post-it notes and stuff like that I can carry around more easily than in that clunky journal. And I thought that I would most likely use my reading journal more if I actually made it myself. So in my reading journal, in my November spreads, in here I have like a daily pages tally, and y'all, I'm doing so bad. Like, look at this. So we're currently the 13th of November, and I did read today, so I am going to count it. I'm not close to going to bed yet, so I am going to read some more of Kingdom of the Cursed. But if I tally from the beginning of the month up until yesterday, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days where I haven't read anything, and the other 6, I have read an average of about 50 pages a day, which I mean isn't bad, but in my ideal world, I would like to read at least 50 pages a day, if not 100. But to be honest, 100 is probably pushing it because I just know myself. I get easily tired with like all of my daily life and stuff. So I spent half of the month so far reading and half not reading, which I think I could do better, quite honestly. So for the rest of the month, since we have like the second half of November left to go, I am going to challenge myself to try to read at least 50 pages a day. We'll see how that goes. We'll start with this week. Okay, we'll start with this week and we'll see how it goes. The positive thing is, even if I don't read anymore today, I have read at least 50 pages. So my little challenge / experiment was a success for day 1. All right, so now that we've talked about the books that I'm currently reading, the book that I recently finished, and we talked about like just some general reading goals for the week, I'm going to kind of catch you guys up on what my plans for the week are. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the clip, it is currently Monday the 13th of November, which means I only have 2 days left of work this week. So tonight I am not doing much. I'm going to read and I'm going to have a little bit of dinner. It's really late. I think it's like 8:30 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything yet, but I just wasn't hungry. So I'm just going to have like a little snack while I read, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow I have work until 3, and then tomorrow afternoon, as soon as I get home from work, I really want to film my November monthly reset. I just want to talk to you guys about some hopeful reads that I have for the month of November. I want to show off in more detail my current spread for my reading journal, and I'm also going to talk about anticipated releases that I have for the month of November. So it's just going to be like a really short, fun, chatty video. So I really want to film that tomorrow. So other than filming that video, I really want to read a whole bunch. I need to relax because I feel really tired. Like, I had a very intense work week last week and I feel like I still haven't recuperated. So I really want to take it easy. And another thing that I really want to do is I want to go to my local library and get a library card. Good morning, guys. So it's Tuesday and it's currently 7 a.m. I left home a lot earlier than I normally do. Well, not a lot earlier, but like maybe 20 to 30 minutes earlier than I normally do, because I saw snow on the ground and I didn't know what the conditions of the highways were like. And I know a lot of people still don't have their snow tires on, so I didn't want to chance it and be stuck in like even more traffic. So I left a little bit earlier, and turns out it was probably too early. The roads were fine. It didn't snow that much, like it's only covering the grass a little bit, and it's not cold enough for it to stick, I don't think. I feel like by the end of the day, the snow is gonna be mostly gone. So I'm in the parking lot at work listening to my audiobook because I'm an hour early to my shift. I don't know if I'm going to end up going in early, but for right now, I'm just chilling in my car, and obviously I have my coffee and I'm just listening to the audiobook for Destined. I think I'm on chapter 20 or 21 now. I listened to a little bit of this in traffic this morning, and traffic is a very generous word. I think I was on the road for like maybe 45 to 50 minutes, which isn't that bad. Usually I am in traffic for like an hour and a half. Also, the clip that I was filming last night cut off because I didn't notice that my camera battery was dying, and I was talking and talking and talking, and at one point I just noticed that the camera wasn't recording anymore. But basically what I was saying is just that this week I really want to head to the library to get a library card, and also since my apartment is in a neighboring town to where I used to live, I have never seen what the library looks like on the inside, so I thought that could be like a fun little outing for us to do. So that's pretty much what I was saying at the end of that last chatty clip. Also, it's like really sweltering in my car because I saw the snow outside and I thought, oh, it's gonna be cold, but it's only like 0 degrees Celsius right now. Maybe like with the wind and stuff, it's like -1. But I wore like my thick winter coat this morning. I even have like a beanie on because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be so freezing. But no, so I'm actually pretty toasty right now. So I think I might actually head up into the office early and just chill for like 45 minutes. I really hope today is going to be a chill, slow day because I feel wide awake now, like mentally, but physically I'm so exhausted because I despise waking up early, and I feel like this coffee that I have is not going to be enough to keep me awake today, but we shall see. If I get any reading done, I will definitely try and sneaky update you guys. Otherwise, I'll update you guys when I get home, but I will film like some B-roll clips of me reading at work, hopefully, like I said, if I can sneak it in. Yeah, I'm getting really, really warm in my car, so I think I'm just gonna head up into the office. Hey guys, so it's much later in the evening. It's like 10 past 9, and I just wanted to give you guys a little reading update and also like an update on my day. So I left work around 3 and I decided to treat myself to some Starbucks because today was a weird day, y'all. I don't know how to explain it, but like the calls that we got today were weird. The pacing at which we got them were weird, and I also felt weird all day. Like I've had a headache since 11 a.m. this morning. It was just a strange day. and I thought that treating myself to Starbucks would make me feel a lot better, and no surprise, it did. Also no surprise that I got my usual drink from Starbucks, and it was fantastic. So I then got home and I put my face together because I wanted to film that video that I talked to you guys about, the November monthly reset. So I got home, I got ready, and I filmed that, which is why I have makeup on still. I have to go take it off. So after I finished getting ready, I went into the living room where my reading nook is, and I just set everything up to start filming. Then I filmed, and I edited the video after that, and I just uploaded it, I think like an hour ago, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I really enjoyed making it, and it was fun to edit too. There's also like a little blooper in there that you guys will see. Like, I just had a bunch of fun with this video, like, overall. After that, I had a late dinner. I didn't eat too much because I'm still feeling nauseous. That's another thing that's bizarre. Like, since last night, I haven't been feeling too good. Like, I've been feeling really nauseous, and I don't know if it's because I'm not eating enough. So like I have an excess of stomach acid and that's what's making me nauseous or what, but I just, I feel gross. But yeah, it's just been very unpleasant, and because I'm nauseous, that kind of curbs my appetite a little bit. So I still, you know, force myself to eat a little bit so my stomach isn't completely empty. So I had a little bit of dinner and I played a little bit on my Switch to finish off the night. So that's pretty much it for like the events of the day. And now on to a reading update. So firstly, I listened to more of Destined while I was in traffic. So I'm in the middle of chapter 20 and I think I'm on page 220 or something like that. I stopped listening this morning in the middle of chapter 20, so like I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly where I am, but it's around page 220. So I have about 100 pages left, I think. Let me just go check. There are 324 pages, 325 pages. So I have 105 pages left. So I should finish this tomorrow, which is exciting. And next up, an update of Kingdom of the Cursed. I am still very much obsessed with this book, currently on page 105. I think the last time I stopped in here, I was on page 88 or 86 or something like that. I was on page 88. So I only read about 20-ish pages of this because the few pages that I did read of this, I read it during my work day because, as I just told you, as soon as I got home, I filmed and edited a video and then I uploaded it. So my evening has been pretty busy. So I think between these two books, I read a total of 50-ish pages combined, if I can do the math properly in my head, but that sounds about right. So far I am on track for reading at least 50 pages a day this week. I'm really excited for tomorrow because tomorrow's Wednesday, which means it's my last work day of the week. But not only that, I'm working the chat service, and tomorrow on the chat service, I have the role of supervising counselor. So I'm basically the counselor who is there to support all of the other ones who are taking counseling sessions, who are talking to people in distress and who need help with their counseling sessions and who need to vent and stuff like that. So generally when I am the supervising counselor, it goes by a lot faster because I'm doing a lot more. I'm helping all of my colleagues with their counseling sessions, but I also have a lot more free time since it is the chat service. I don't have to be like constantly on the phone all the time. So I am going to be able to make significant progress in both of these books tomorrow. So in Destined, it'll be during traffic on my way to work and on my way back. And with Kingdom of the Wicked, it'll be while I am at work. I'm also planning on having a very chill evening tomorrow. I think I'm gonna get some takeout. Not quite sure what yet, but I am definitely doing takeout. I don't really feel like cooking. So hopefully I can make it farther into this. I really want to make some decent progress in this tomorrow because there are so many books I want to read this month. And also, if you watched my monthly reset video, you know exactly which ones that I'm excited about and that like I'm dying to read. So yeah, I really hope I'll get some decent reading time in tomorrow. And I'm also hoping that I won't be like super exhausted. Last night I had one of the worst night's sleep I've had in a while. I didn't feel rested at all when I woke up. Like, I even went to bed around 9:30, 10-ish last night. So I was in bed for at least 7 hours, and I feel like I didn't sleep a wink. Like, not at all. So I am going to put these books in my tote bag to bring to work with me, and I'm going to take this makeup off and then go to bed because I'm really tired. I still have like my residual headache. Yeah, I'm just ready for this bizarre day to be over with, quite honestly. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna get some sleep. Hey guys, so I'm back home. It's a little bit later in the evening. It's 6:30, and I just wanted to give you guys a reading update because I made some decent progress in my books that I'm currently reading today. So first off, Destined, I'm almost done. I am on page 255, chapter 24. I have 50 pages left of this. So I'm either going to finish this tonight if I decide that I want to like chill and play either on my phone or on my Switch that doesn't require much concentration. That way I can focus on this, or I'll just finish it tomorrow. And now for a quick little update on Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm currently on chapter 10, which is page 130. I was at page 104, I think, when I started reading earlier today, and I only managed to read like a chapter or two before I had to put the book down and focus on work, because like my colleagues needed my, you know, support and my advice and guidance and stuff like that. So I only read a bit of this. But once again, combined, we have reached the 50-page mark. So I'm actually really happy with how my reading is going this week. I'm managing to read at least a little bit every day, which was what I originally was going for. I wanted to read at least 50 pages per day, and I think so far this week I am meeting that goal. Tomorrow morning, I have to be up early again, but at least it's not as early as like when I get up for work. I have to be at the car dealership because I have an appointment at 7:45 tomorrow morning to get my tail light changed. While I wait for my tail light to be changed, I'm either going to bring my physical book and read some of this, or if I don't finish Destined tonight, I will listen to the remainder of the book then. So that was the short update on the books that I'm currently reading. Nearly done Destined and made some progress in Kingdom of the Cursed. So yeah, that's pretty much a wrap on Wednesday. So I'm going to put you guys down and I will talk to you guys some more tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm just popping on here to give you guys a quick update. Today is Thursday, and this morning I woke up. I went to the car dealership because I had a maintenance appointment. I got home around 9:15. I stopped at Starbucks on my way home, and then I sat down and listened to more of the Destined audiobook, which is the last clip you saw. And then the rest of my day went to shit, basically. I started feeling super sick. I don't know if it's like an indigestion thing, or I don't know if it's like food poisoning, but I was just so sick the whole entire day. Like, I still am. Like, I don't feel good at all right now. So I spent much of the day either being sick or trying to sleep it off. I've also been drinking a lot of water so I don't get dehydrated from being this sick. So hopefully, like, by tomorrow I'll be fine, because I had so many fun things that I wanted to do for my days off. Like, I talked to you guys about going to the library. And also yesterday, while I was looking on the Indigo app, or like the Indigo website, I was looking at like new releases and stuff like that. And I noticed that they had Nightbane by Alex Astor back in stock. So it sold out really fast the first time, and now they have copies. And the fun thing about the copies that they have in stock is that the Nightbane copies are actually Indigo exclusive editions. So I really wanted to head down to Indigo today and like pick one up. We could have vlogged it. It could have been like such a fun day. But hopefully tomorrow I feel fine enough to do that. But yeah, sadly none of that ended up happening today because I just feel so sick and so nauseous. I just didn't think it was a good idea to leave the house. So hopefully tomorrow I feel better and we can do all of those fun things. So in preparation of that, I have been sleeping quite a lot today, and I think it's almost 9 p.m. now, and I am going to settle in on my couch. I lit a candle and I'm going to watch a movie. I've already watched one movie tonight while I was like half asleep, and I watched Ella Enchanted. It's one of my favorite movies ever, and I haven't watched that in years, so I put that on first. And now I think, just to keep my brain on its off setting while I recuperate, I think I'm going to put Beautiful Disaster on again. Before I go do that, I just wanted to give you guys a reading update, because as you saw in the previous clip, I did listen to more of Destined, and I am going to finish this later tonight. I think I have like 2 or 3 chapters left. I'm currently on page 291, so I literally have like this much left to get through, and I have finished this book. So I think later I'm going to play like a word search game or something on my phone, or I'm going to play one of like the cozy games that I have on my Nintendo Switch like I did this morning, and finish up the audiobook for Destined. So those are my plans for the night, and hopefully I don't go to bed too late, because I really want to be full of energy tomorrow so we can do all of those fun things that I just talked about. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys like a quick update. I didn't do much today, and I'm actually pretty bummed about it. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day, because I don't want another day like I had today. To be quite honest, I do not want to be this sick for a whole entire other day. So I'm gonna go watch my movie, and then I'm going to finish this book, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday, everybody. So I just wanted to pop on here quickly to give you guys an update before we go to the bookstore to pick up Nightbane. I'm so excited to see the Indigo exclusive edition in my hands. But before we head out to the bookstore, I just wanted to update you guys on my day and on my reading. So we're going to start with the reading. Last night I finished Destined and I'm giving this 4 stars. It was very enjoyable. The first quarter of the book was pretty slow, but then it really started to pick up and I absolutely adored the ending. So it gets a 4-star rating from me. The fact that I have finished Destined means we are moving on to the following book, which is book 10, and it is called Hidden. I have downloaded the audiobook off of Scribd, and I don't know if I'm going to listen to it while I drive to and back from the bookstore, but I definitely do plan to at least start this tonight while I play some cozy games on my Switch. I'm really happy that I have progressed so far in my goal to reread this series this year. After I finish book 10, I will officially be at the last 2 books and I'm going to be reading them for the first time, so I feel like that's really exciting. So I'm super happy that I have made it this far in this challenge and I cannot wait to start this to progress this challenge further. So that's pretty much it for this really short reading update. Now that the reading update is out of the way, I'm going to very quickly update you guys on my day because I'm really excited to go to the bookstore. So this morning I woke up at around 7:40 because I had blood tests to go get done this morning. I went with my mom because she had blood tests to do as well. I did not expect the blood tests to go as badly as they did. I have really nice veins, okay? But as soon as the nurse would put the butterfly needle in, my veins would collapse and start to bruise. So I had to get pricked 5 times in 5 different places and my arms are so sore right now. They're all purple, they're all bumpy, and it's just really painful, especially my left arm. So I felt really weird after getting my blood drawn. I didn't have to have much taken, but the fact that I had to be pricked 5 separate times really made me feel dizzy, it made me feel woozy, it made me feel sick. So after the blood test, I came back home and I slept for a few hours because I was not feeling good, like at all. And then after I woke up, I started editing this vlog. So that's what I've been doing for the past few hours. I wanted to head to the bookstore as soon as I woke up from my nap, but I would have been stuck in so much traffic to go to the bookstore and to come back. So I decided to start editing the vlog and, you know, get some of it done early and then head out to the bookstore, which is the point where we're at in our day. Nothing much has happened so far today because, like I said, I had blood drawn this morning and it didn't go that well, so I rested for the rest of the day, and now we are finally moving on to more exciting things. So I'm not going to make myself wait and you guys wait any longer. Let's head to Indigo to pick up Nightbane. Hey guys, so I haven't talked to you in a little bit, so I thought that I would pop on here while I am doing my nails to tell you guys about the past 2 days. So yesterday was Saturday and I didn't do much aside from relax and take care of like household chores. I don't remember if in my last reading update I told you guys that I had started Hidden. I know that I talked about finishing Destined, but I don't remember if I showed you guys that I had started this. So on Friday I read I think about 3 or 4 chapters of this and I made it up to page 40 or 41. And then yesterday, while I was doing some household chores and while I was just relaxing, I made it to chapter 11, which is page 125. So I made some significant progress in this yesterday. Sadly, I haven't read any more of Kingdom of the Cursed. I just haven't been in the mood to read a physical book for these last few days because I've been like extra tired. So I was just relaxing, playing on my Switch and listening to my audiobook, which was so relaxing and it was just what I needed. I think I might read some of my physical book today though, depends on like at what time I finish my nails. I still have like a whole other hand left to do. So as per usual on Sunday, I worked this morning and on my way back from work, I ran into a little bit of traffic on the highway. So I listened to a bit more of Hidden and I am now currently on chapter 13, which is page 149. So I didn't listen to much of this today, but I'm really enjoying this book and I think within like the next 2 days I might be able to finish this. So we will definitely talk more about this book together in the next weekly vlog. So that was pretty much it for my really small reading update. Now for the rest of the evening, I'm going to concentrate on finishing my nails. After finishing these, if I have the time before I have to go to bed, I really want to try and read a couple chapters of Kingdom of the Cursed. We're also still waiting on our dinner. My partner ordered pizza, so we're waiting on our Domino's delivery. We're just taking it easy tonight. Neither of us felt like cooking, so we were like, okay, we'll just order a pizza and call it a day. So it's going to be a very chill evening. And after the day I've had at work, I think I need it. It was a very, very bizarre day. Like the first half of the day, it was relatively calm. But then in the afternoon, we started getting bombarded with calls, like one after the other. So we were pretty much like in a rush for the whole second half of the day. So when 3 o'clock rolled around, I was so relieved and I was so ready to head home. And I knew that I was going to have a chill night. I knew that I wanted to redo my nails. The old set that I had on, the forest green ones, I took them off yesterday because they were really outgrown. They were starting to get too long for my tastes and also my lifestyle. So I took them off yesterday while I was listening to this on audio, and I wanted to do them yesterday, but after taking them off I thought that I would let my nails breathe for like a day. I put like some cuticle oil on and I just let them rehydrate after using acetone because acetone really dries out the nails. So I let them breathe with like cuticle oil on them a few times in the evening just for them to get rehydrated, and now I am here doing a new set. I really like this color. It's from the brand Beetles. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus on it or not. There we go. It's this brand, the brand Beetles. And this is the color that I'm using. I don't know if that's in focus, probably not. But yeah, so I'm just having a chill night doing my nails. Pizza just got here, so I'm gonna hurry up and finish this and then go have some dinner. And hopefully I can read some more, but that's pretty much it for my night.